The acting director of Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, is retiring from public service, officials announced on Monday. Thomas Homan has had a controversial tenure as the nation's deportation chief for the last 14 months, serving as one of the most public faces of the Trump administration's crackdown on illegal immigration. "It has been the honor of my life to lead the men and women of ICE for more than a year," Homan said in a statement. "The decision to leave federal service after more than 34 years is bittersweet, but my family has sacrificed a lot in order for me to serve, and it's time for me to focus on them." Although President Donald Trump's plucked Homan from retirement to lead ICE and nominated him for the position in November, the Homeland Security Department never submitted the required paperwork to the Senate, and there was never a confirmation hearing. It would have been a contentious Senate confirmation for Homan, who earned the opposition of immigrant groups and Democrats with statements like "undocumented immigrants should look over your shoulder, and you need to be worried." On Friday, 17 Democratic senators wrote a letter to DHS questioning whether Homan should continue to head the agency after more than a year without a confirmation. They also accused Homan of radical, and in some cases possibly illegal, changes in immigration enforcement policies and practices. The Democratic lawmakers pointed out that Homan allegedly used the derogatory term tonk to refer to undocumented immigrants, which he denies, as reported by the Huffington Post. The Border Patrol slang is supposed to mimic the sound of bashing an immigrant over the head with a metal flashlight. During his time heading ICE Homan oversaw a 40% surge in deportation arrests, along with other controversial changes including policies on making courthouse arrests, separating undocumented children from their asylum-seeking parents and detaining pregnant women. Homan informed Department of Homeland Security leadership earlier this year that he planned to retire this summer. He's expected to step down in June. In a statement, Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen called Homan a patriot and a true public servant who has consistently put service before self. The Washington Post reported Holmes felt Kirstjen marginalized him by leaving him out of policy negotiations earlier this year. With Homan's departure from ICE, the agency that is instrumental in fulfilling President Trump's immigration reform campaign promises is left without a clear next leader. Homan has spent the last 30 years in the law enforcement world, first joining the police department of Carthage, New York, and going on to work as a Border Patrol agent and an ICE administrator.